Today we are going to talk about the static content on your site, looking at pages, blocks, and widgets. One of the things you may want to do with your site is to edit the content that appears across it. In order to do this, we will take a look at the content section of the admin tool. Once you have logged into the admin tool, look in the far left column for the content section. Clicking the content section should open a flyout, which contains multiple kinds of elements. The elements we are looking at today are pages, blocks, and widgets. Pages are site pages in which you specify the URL and all of the content on the page. Blocks are content holders that can appear in various places across the site. They can hold multiple kinds of content, including multiple widgets, text, and images. These blocks can also be used multiple times across the site, making them an excellent choice for content that is used in multiple places. Finally, there are widgets. Widgets are defined by Magento as a prepared snippet of code that adds functionality and/or dynamic effects to your store. Widgets provide a high level of predetermined custom functionality with a very small amount of configuration. The same type of widget can be reused over and over again with different configurations to display different content in the same format. Adding widgets to your site is typically accomplished by adding them to pages or blocks. The widgets section here is for adding widgets to reused elements throughout the site, such as the sidebar or footer, and this section can safely be ignored on your site. When you add widgets to pages or blocks, you will see an editor or button to insert them. Let's take a look at an editor now. When you see an editor in the WYSIWYG mode, you will see many icons. The second icon in from the top is the widget icon. Clicking the widget icon will bring up an Insert Widget overlay. Once you see this overlay, you will have the opportunity to select your type of widget and configure the widget. Once you have configured the widget, you insert the widget, which will remove the flyout and place the widget into the editor. You can see that there's an icon and the name of the widget. If you were looking at the widget from the HTML editor, which you can toggle by clicking the Show Hide Editor button, instead of the icon, you would see an Insert Widget button, which would bring up the same overlay. Also, instead of seeing the icon with text, you will see this string of code, which starts and ends with curly braces. Returning to the editor, again, you can see this is how the block is represented. Double-clicking on the block will allow you to edit the block that you just created. For example, we can change the block type. When you are finished, simply save your block or page, and your content widget will be added. For more information about other widgets, see our additional tutorials.